Alright, so we are here, I believe it's Mocksville, North Carolina is where we are at. I just found out about this store that just opened up like 4 days ago, from my understanding. It is called Love for Retro. I've been told that they have a decent amount of Nintendo Switch stuff here. I've already talked to the owner. The owner's cool with me coming in to film the store. I think it's cool to film a store this early as they just opened up. So there's probably going to be a lot of interesting inventory here. I think this could make for a really good video. So very interested to see what we're going to find. I'm a fan of some of the display stuff they got going. They got Pikmin 4, Final Fantasy Remake, Doom Eternal. They got the other Doom over there, Cyberpunk. The Minecraft story mode, that's kind of out there. That's kind of probably the most random thing right there, but still cool nonetheless. Let's go ahead and go inside of this store and see what craziness we're going to find. Check this out. They got an area where you can play the retro game consoles, and it's the RCA TVs right there. So they look literally perfect right there. I've never seen something like that before. That is really, really cool seeing that because they got the main consoles right there ready to be played. That's so cool. So I guess they're advertising for people to just come in and play games, which is really cool to see video game stores do that. Okay, so we go to the first section that you see. Actually, there's a lot of display cases over there, PlayStation 4 games, Sega Saturn, that type of stuff. I'm more of the Nintendo guy, so I kind of avoided looking at it, but still really cool to see that. Big selection of 3DS, DS, N64, really nice selection of complete unboxed Super Nintendo games. Thing I think is really cool, Karate Kid right there, complete unboxed. That I might look at getting, honestly, because I'm about to get the new shelf. I know I keep saying everything about this new shelf, but it's happening before another video games pickup video. I will have the second shelf, and I want to have every Nintendo console represented in terms of games. There's not an NES game. Actually no, there is an NES game. I got the Nightmare on Elm Street with Robert Englund that signed it. Look at this, Pokemon Snap complete unboxed. That is so cool. It looks perfect condition. Wow. I mean, I'm more of the Switch guy, which right over here, look at this. So many Nintendo Switch games right here. Oh my god, they actually have something I've been looking for. They have Cave Story Plus, which is not a too hard to find game out there, but every time I see it, it's either it just has the cartridge or it just looks absolutely horrible. From right here, it looks really good. I think it actually came out when the Nintendo Switch first came out, which is funny because Shovel Knight came out day one, and if you guys saw that one video, I talked about how there was always this argument between me and Coleman over Shovel Knight and Cave Story. So I always thought it was funny that the re-releases of those two games came out on the same day of the Switch coming out. So I feel like I have to own that, because I also haven't played Cave Story yet. Coleman has actually played both. Well, he's obviously played Cave Story, but he played Shovel Knight. I feel like I have to do the respectful thing and play Cave Story since he played Shovel Knight. This is a lot of Switch games, especially for a store that just opened up. This is very impressive. I am very impressed with what I'm seeing here. So, we found the Wii U games. If you guys don't know, I have a complete first-party Nintendo Wii U selection. I'm very happy about that because there's some really hard games to find for the Wii U, and the Wii U is slowly rising up in value, so I think I chose the right thing to start collecting for. But if you're looking for Super Mario Maker, this store has you, because look at the amount of Super Mario Maker copies they have. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 copies of Super Mario Maker. You know, I think Super Mario Maker was actually better on the Wii U than it was Switch. The Super Mario Maker 2 Switch game is such a disappointment, but that might be a hot take. I loved the one on the Wii U. I'm also biased towards the Wii U. They got all their consoles right here. N64, PS4s, Xbox, Super Nintendo. They got the controllers right here. Let's see what else they got going on up here. They got some Sega Genesis. I know nothing about the Genesis, so I can't tell you if what we're looking at is like, whoa, that's a big deal. Because I know nothing about Sega Genesis. We got Sonic right here. I mean, I love Sonic, but I don't know. Whoa! Oh my gosh. This is actually pretty cool. Look at this. Evander Holyfield's boxing. If you guys don't know, I love boxing. I'm not going to buy that because I don't have a Genesis. But that's pretty cool to see that right there, especially Evander Holyfield. Wow. And then got some more consoles. They got a complete in box, at least I'm assuming complete in box, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2. It's the one thing I regret. I, for some reason, as a kid, threw away the PlayStation 2 box. Don't know why. I have a PlayStation 2. I'm secretly a PlayStation fan. You guys don't know that because we do so much Nintendo. I don't know if this is like some of their favorite games, because some of this is a mixture of valuable games and then, you know, some cheaper, really good games like Beautiful Joe right there. Metal Gear sealed, pretty cool. Then you got your strategy guides right here. Is this the Breath of the Wild guide? No, this is Skyward Sword. Okay. I'm looking for that Breath of the Wild guidebook. But we got some Nintendo powers. They have a lot of Nintendo powers. One day, I want to have a complete Nintendo power set. That's going to be like something I look to do like 20 years from now. I have no desire to do that right now. But really cool. I think Nintendo Power has some of the coolest covers out there. And highlights some like crazy games like a Psych Bike 64. That's, to me, is just so cool to see stuff like that. Highlight some of the lesser known, I don't know, because Excite Bike is a big game, but Nintendo Power had so many games out there that they promoted that were like the lesser known Nintendo titles throughout the year. That's why I loved Nintendo Power so much. Then we go down to Super Nintendo Collector's Edition Horizon Zero Dawn. I might ask how much that is. Might. I don't want to go too crazy with Collector's Editions right now. They got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Japanese Game Boy Advance game right there. I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. I'm a fan of the animes. Anime is one of my, I love the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. And, yeah. So, then we go over to the PSP games. I don't know anything about the PSP, so I can't tell you if what I'm looking at it's like, whoa, exciting. Look at that. Red Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. Do you know how many times I have tried to buy red Switch Joy-Cons from people? So obviously I work as a vendor inside of a Walmart. So when Nintendo came out with that right there, I would, every single time if I was ringing the customer up, I would offer to buy those Joy-Cons and tell them I would buy any Joy-Con they wanted over there. One person almost took me on for it, but the problem was the Switch wasn't for him. It was for somebody else, and they thought that they might actually want the red Joy-Cons. So I've yet to get red Joy-Cons. One day, I will get the red Joy-Cons. I'm just not paying for a whole new console, because that only came out by buying the console. They got their handhelds right here. One that I think is really cool is they got the Super Mario Maker 2DS right there. I've always wanted to get that, but I never bought it due to me having a new 3DS XL. There was no reason for me to want a 2DS. I think that came out after, because the Super Mario Maker Nintendo 3DS was like one of the last 3DS titles to release. And then they have the infamous PlayStation Classic right there. One of the worst products that PlayStation has ever released. PlayStation was trying to capitalize on Nintendo releasing the NESs and Super Nintendo Classic editions, and PlayStation attempted it, and they released it here in America, but it was the PAL version of games. So the input delay was horrible. They gave you like the worst controller possible for the PlayStation 1. It was a horrible system that had so much potential, and PlayStation messed that up. And then this right here. A Wind Waker display right here. I've never seen a Wind Waker display. I have now. Look at this. This is crazy. Have you seen a Wind Waker display? I haven't. Then we go over here. This is like the action figures, the anime, Metroid Prime right here. That's a classic right there. Obviously, one of these days I want to go for a GameCube set. The problem with the GameCube is COVID kind of ruined these games in terms of its value, because now these games are ridiculous. Like Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, just to give you an idea of how much crazy games went up in value for COVID. I bought Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness before COVID was even a thing. I got it for $50. That game is an over $200 game now since COVID. And a lot of GameCube titles had that craziness happen. Like Metroid Prime, before COVID, I'm pretty sure that was like $10. And then when COVID happened, it's like a $40 to $50 game. That happened with so many Nintendo titles out there. It's unfortunate because I really wanted to go for that set. Got movies right here. I'm a fan when video game stores really wide in their selection of stuff. So like movies, I think is great to have. A lot of anime stuff though. Got the Goku stuff right there. You got Gremlins, Deadpool, Back to the Future. Fun fact, I've seen all these movies except the third one. Me and my grandpa was in the progress of watching it, and then we almost finished it, and then COVID happened, so we never finished it. All right, we're here with the owner, Jay. How are you, my friend?
Good, how are you?
You just opened up, correct?
Yep, Saturday, May the 11th.
We were talking about the Switch games earlier. Some of this is your personal collection, correct?
Yep, when we opened the store, we wanted to put a bunch of my collection in here to make sure everybody had a chance to get some extra stuff they've never seen before.
All right, well, I'm probably going to be buying a lot of that, so cool. Let's look over here. So you got Samurai Showdown over here. Samurai Showdown. It's not the first time we've seen this on the channel. The last time we saw this, I was on a trip, about to take another trip. This was a regret of mine, so I'm probably going to look to see how much this is and probably buy this one. So this is one I want to look to buy, depending on the price of that one. And then there's another one that was right beside of it. Looks like that's Crypt of the Neko Dancer. That one is... So actually, they made a Zelda one, if you guys don't know this already. We own the Zelda one. I don't have the original. This is the first in the series. Nintendo surprisingly loved the game so much that they let them do a Zelda version of this. There's two right over here. It's Penny Punching Princess. Actually, that's Cave Story right there. We do want to look at that one. Depending on the price of Cave Story, we are probably going to get Cave Story, because every time I've looked at this game, I can't. It's typically just the cartridge. That's all you're getting every time I find this game. So I've never found it with the case. And this came out with the Switch when it first came out. I think at this point I'm very close to owning all the launch title Switch games. So definitely want to look at getting that one. Then there is two more down there. Those two right there. Darkest Dungeon. Truthfully, I don't know what to tell you what type of game it is from that. Is this from your collection right here?
It was, but I've never played it. It's one of my many backlogs.
That's okay. Were you just interested in the cover, and that's why you probably got it?
I love cover art.
The Switch has so many games like that you'll find. And
Same way with this one. I've never even touched that one. It's still sealed.
I was expecting something different when I saw the side of it. I would pass on this. This is definitely not my type of game. This looks like this is one of the...
That's probably why I never even played it either.
Yeah, this is probably one of the anime games that I would not be interested in. I wish I could tell you what this game is. I feel like it's probably obvious from the screenshots. I can't tell what type of game that is. I'm probably gonna pass on this one.
Okay.
Just because I have no idea. What else do you got going? Really nice selection, I gotta say, especially since you've just opened up. I'm really impressed with your guys' selection. There's 4 down here, right where this big Pokemon box is at. Oh, okay. Another anime game. I'm gonna pass on this already. I'm not even gonna entertain. I'm not gonna entertain it. The End is High. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is one a lot of you guys in the comments have been immediately telling me that I should look to buy. So, again, depending on the price, this is probably gonna be one that I put. I'm definitely interested in looking at that one right there.
What's up, boss? We're with AMR Wrestling, so we got a show like 2 weeks away. We'll be in the
Wrestling, oh my gosh, crazy. Anyways, back to your normally regular content. This right here, this is one that I've seen every now and then. I think this was a Steam game?
We got tape.
I'm not totally sure. Looks like Limited Run has made it, or at least published it. They do a lot of stuff, Limited Run, with physical Switch games. I'll probably pass on this because I have seen this a lot frequently. I try to get the stuff that I don't see often.
Now
you know.
that looks like an anime
yeah,
game,
looks
but
like the
it's
anime.
not.
Oh,
it's not. No, it's a shooter.
Oh wait. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
you
a
are
shoot 'em
right.
up. Yep.
Okay.
I had that on another system.
Okay, so from that it would look like one of your typical anime games, and then you look at the back, it's something completely different. Still gonna pass.
You're good.
Still gonna pass. Too anime for me. You
You're
know?
good.
I stick to my Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying. Then you got some more right here. You got Kiwi. I've heard a lot of people tell me to look at this one right here. This looks like such a crazy cover art. Like, I don't know. There's a lot going on right here. You got a guy, 2 birds fighting over appears to be male, octopus in the background. This is wild. I'll say this is a wild cover art. It doesn't look fun though, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm sorry if you guys are a fan of this. I don't know why y'all recommended me this. Maybe I shouldn't listen to your guys' suggestions. I'm gonna have to respectfully pass on this one. Too much going on right there. You got that, yeah, that one right there, the deadly, or yeah, that one right there, the cheese guy. Am I your most complicated customer
No,
so far?
absolutely not.
I feel like you're lying. I'm definitely complicated right now.
No, you're great.
This definitely anime. I'm not. Okay, all right. If you're very interested in what this is, actually, it's a music game, but weird cover to have for a music game. Okay, I can't have this. This is going to be too questionable if somebody went to my house and found that there. I hear the reason why these games are popular is because it's really bad, but like it's like in a fun way. The games are bad. Like they're like a mess, like glitches, all that type of stuff. Depending your price on that, I'm gonna look at that one right there. What else? Oh, you got the Kingdom Hearts game. I'm gonna pass on that because I can see that one a lot. Yeah, let's look at that one that you're picking up. Rock of Ages 3. Is this a good game? Have you played this one?
No.
No? Okay.
Again on my backlog.
No, fair enough, fair enough. I'm gonna have to respectfully pass on that one. And we got one that's a few down. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. I see the word remastered, so that means...
I think it's a Telltale game.
What? Telltale? The Raven Remastered. You guys seen this? It's from THQ. They typically make pretty good games most of the time. You got me interested in the Telltale thing, so I'm gonna probably...
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Got... Yeah, the Ten and Kuna is what I think that one's called.
I don't know. That was my son's, so I don't...
Okay. Another one I've never seen before. This is one that does look interesting that I would probably come back for in the future. That way I don't buy everything that I want today, you know, so I can actually come back every now and then. What else? Oh, you got Windjammers right there? Yeah, let's take a look at that.
It's a limited run game.
Wow. Windjammers. I had this on my PlayStation 4. They gave it away as a free game like back in 2015. I always thought it was a fun game. I think it was Windjammers 2 that I played. I don't remember. I don't have it on Switch. We're gonna get this one. Alright, what else we got down here? Yeah, that right there. Is that, how do you say that?
I couldn't pronounce it. to be honest.
Sign Mora X. That's what we're gonna go with. If we're wrong, we're wrong, I guess. But I think this was a game that came out on the Wii, I think. It's a remaster because I can look at the back and tell.
I think it was weird.
I'm gonna give it a try. I've been looking for this one, and they have this Sakura. I'm gonna guess is how you would say that, of Rice in Ruin. Never seen the collector's edition, but I'm gonna save that for the next time that I come here because I'll be coming more often. Let's see how much my total is so far with these games, and we'll figure out what we're getting and getting rid of, or maybe I'll just be getting all. We'll find out. We're at how much?
$200.
$200. With all that I got, I'm happy with that. So we'll go ahead and pay the person. Okay, we just got done for Love for Retro. There's the sign right there. I don't know if we showed it in the opening of the video, but if we didn't, it's right there. These are the bag of games. I got 8 Switch games, $200. I did go a little bit over budget than what I wanted to, but that's totally fine. I got some Switch games that I've really been wanting, like Samurai Showdown. That's one that I've regretted not being able to buy when I was in Nashville the first time. And then Cave Story Plus, that's one that I've really wanted to get. And then some that I've never heard of. And then we definitely saw a lot over there that we've definitely never heard of, particularly in the anime side of Switch games. But definitely come out to the store, Monksville, North Carolina. Love for Retro. Very good store, big selection, especially for a store that just opened up. It's very hard to find stores out there that has like a good selection of Switch stuff, and from what I was told, it looks like they're going to be having a lot more Switch stuff soon. So I'll probably make my trip over here a few months from now because so much potential over there. Very exciting times being there. If you guys haven't been in there, check it out. It's going to be a really fun time if you go in there. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button. Like the video, check out the YouTube channel, check out everything in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video, because I didn't even say, I've been talking for way too much. That's how I always end out my videos. I've been talking for way too much, and I will see you guys in the next video. I think it's about to rain, so I really need to go. See you guys. Peace.